And we are live here from Ozora Festival with two very nice people, though I know that you are the nicest guy, as you said. So it's Feel Live Music's Itay Kukan Dub Lagan, you also may know him like that, and of course Seb Taylor from Kaya Project and all other projects. So hi guys, yeah, welcome
Hello.
here
Thank you.
live.
Hello. We are happy to be here.
Yeah, and so
He's like,
tell us a bit about what are your focuses right now, music-wise. This is, especially interesting as a label head, and also interesting as a man with many projects.
focuses these days is more on the down tempo
Hmm.
tip. Whereas when I was here 20 years ago for So Lips, the first one, it was much more up tempo.
Oh yeah,
Shakta and Digitalis, trance, breakbeat kind of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. And I heard long, long hours of playing in
Uh,
'99.
Yeah, yeah. It was pretty epic back then, but it's turned into something mind blowing now. This festival.
Were you here? Maybe.
Yeah, I was here at 99. That was
Really?
my last time here was in
What luck!
99.
What luck! We did not know this.
That's super
This is
interesting.
a great
20
coincidence.
years reunion.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice anniversary, guys.
That's nice. We just look young.
Well, you do. And by the way, if you were here 20 years ago, and this is the
Yeah.
anniversary edition, so what do you think has changed that you feel is a good direction, both maybe music-wise as the palette, and as as a festival?
Um, I think that in a way everything has been upgraded in the scene, the musical scene. You see that it's more diverse. You have so many stages. Back then there was like
The
only-
tent.
Yeah, the tent.
Yeah.
In a way, even it was amazing. Yeah, the people were shocked here, I think, in '99. But you see that it's different. It's not only about the music, the logistic
Yeah, yeah.
and all the surrounding is what make the people that really work hard for
Yeah.
make this thing happen. People forget them all the time. It's not only about the musician.
Yeah, yeah.
So you see that all this include this
Yeah.
being upgraded in a very nice way.
And if you look back, yeah, you said you're more done tempo nowadays. How has your, musical taste or musical colors changed throughout, let's say, the 20 years? I know this would be a question we would be discussing forever, but let's just think of the main features, I guess, of where you're going, what you like to experiment with nowadays.
Um, I think it's a lot more collaborative in a way now, whereas before everyone was locked into their singular projects. I mean, now with Gaia Project, there's at least 30 people involved.
Oh, yeah.
And when we play later on the Dragon's Nest, we've got a guitarist from Quebec, we've got a sitar player from Brazil, a singer from Kazakhstan. We have another backing vocalist from Quebec as well, percussionist from New Zealand,
Yeah.
all coming together to this one place.
Yeah.
It's a lot more of a collaborative global feel.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're known to actually move lots of musicians, and Kaya Projects works with various artists. So how have you chosen the present lot? Or how does this go?
It's
how
a
do you
very
find
organic.
these
It's a very organic process.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the old day, I would have to reach out to people and say,
Right.
"Oh, can you listen to this? Would you like to collaborate?"
Yeah.
But it's come to the point now where people are approaching me. So
Right.
I'm getting messages from amazing musicians all around the world who want to work with Kaya Project, and
Yeah.
it's incredibly touching. So it's a very different process now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a very lucky process to be
No,
in
you're
as
just
well,
sitting
yeah.
in and fried
Yeah.
pigeons fly in, right? It's
kinda
like
like-
pigeon artist.
It's kind of like that, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 20 years ago it was like going around with cassette, demos.
Ah,
and
right.
Just like very totally different.
Yeah, we were playing off that
Yeah,
tape
yeah, yeah.
cassettes here 20 years ago.
Which is, I think, a must. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
good. It's a good experience now.
And how about you, music-wise? I mean, okay, now it's Feel Life. But, how has this changed throughout the years? And labels and whatever.
I feel there
Is it
is
the
a
same?
big change all the time, especially as an agent. So you see it also from the other aspect of more, also the business-wise, of
Yeah.
course, but in artistic-wise, I think that there is a big change now in the scene. And this is what you see in festival. There is more and more, like, let's call it subculture in a way, in a different aspect to listen to another style of music, but it's
Yeah.
taking over and it's becoming like massive in many events, which is very cool. I think it's good for all of us and also for the people that paying and coming to listening and experience kind of music. They have other options, which I like.
And feel life-wise, what's fresh, new, coming out now? What are you excited about?
We have like a new album by Symbolico. Gaudi is having a new album with Matt Professor, which is like super dub, old school. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like sound great. We have remixes coming over by Gumi, Desert Dwellers doing new stuff, and like the list goes on. All of us doing. I mean, like
globular head flux.
yeah. I mean, all of us that do something have always something to offer. Me myself, I'm working on an ambient project. You know, the Sorian is with new album, just taking me more time, of course, with
Oh,
guitar,
yeah.
but it doesn't make it worse. It just make it better for me as
Yeah.
a wine. So,
Yeah.
but we always working, always checking for new artists. You know, trying to put our aspect also and take our hands and put it in the other side of the world, like
Yeah.
USA, for example, which the
yeah.
scene is very big. You know, artists like Tipper and such, and
Yeah.
we are surrounded already by this kind of music. And for us, you know,
I see.
and we are getting there big time. I mean, as well.
Super. Yeah.
So it's cool.
And with you, Seb? So what are you?
Well,
what is
just
your
picking up
focus?
from what he says about America, it was pretty interesting because it's quite an amazing scene over there, but very different musically.
Yes.
So the Feel Life crew were like a
I guess isolated communities that exist in the States to perhaps grow a bit.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
Well, you guys will
evolve,
do it.
to evolve. Yeah.
We love that word,
for
don't
sure.
we? Evolve. And consciousness.
We are as for many people they look on us maybe as the one that's playing, but in general as totally opening door for them.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we are proud in what we are doing also for others, even if it
Nice to have
we are
such a
really the
purpose.
pioneers that do this style.
Right.
I mean, not everybody is coming like a headliner, but
Yeah, yeah.
most of our artists playing all over the world with
Yeah.
this kind of music, and it's something that it's not easy when you think about that.
Of course.
I mean, so it's cool.
And how about if you look at the 5 stages right now at O.Z.O.R.A? Let's just think of that. And now we have an ambient stage, right? The newest one. And then we have the dome, which used to be the chill out tent, you know, back in your days
Yeah.
as well. So what do you think about this variety of all tempos, of all styles, of electronic music, the techish side coming into the scene?
Well, I'm advising to many events, you know, on the lineups, and it's the same like I had here, the Think Floyd, and I was like very happy about how it went out. Let's
Yeah,
say
yeah.
it was good. It was great. People really enjoyed that.
Yeah, yeah, actually.
And
yeah.
I think that each stage always have their own curator with his own personal taste, so it's affecting the vibe
Yeah.
of the stage.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's good to put sometimes a little bit the personal taste aside and think also about the people and the reality of the musical scene today, because some people want to listen to something else, which is good. I really like the Dragonest. It's amazing.
It's an amazing stage, huh?
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited to check out the Ambis. I've got to play there in a couple of
Yeah, yeah.
hours.
Yeah. Just
But, I think
from
that's-
over here, you're going there, I know.
Yeah, it's a long way, huh? It's
Well,
a long
it-
trek.
It's the longest, longest way
Yeah.
here at the festival. But
Because the Dome used to be the
secluded.
chill place. Now
Exactly.
it's very techy, and the Ambis is the furthest extreme of ambience, of course.
Yes, yes,
Maybe
yes.
there's going to be another stage in between, a
What?
chill out. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, what-
Maybe they need 20 stages. For
What
all the
could you
different
fit in? I
genres.
was just wondering, what kind of stage could you fit in between?
Oh, but they're all beautiful, bro. I mean, and the Dragon's Nest is the first time I've played on this one, so tonight I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, it's a whole and
Yeah.
the organicness, the liveness is what I think suits, for example,
Right.
your project as well.
Yeah, cool.
I mean,
For us, it's easy. We do
Yeah, yeah,
stage,
yeah.
Feel life music hosting, you know, and then we
Right.
just like bring whoever we want in general.
and is there anyone? You just arrived at that festival, didn't you guys?
Okay,
Not so
last
long.
night, late
Yeah,
last
so you didn't really get
Yeah.
to go around. Is there any of the artists left over who you're interested in, who you're curious to see? Yeah.
Kukan Dub Lagan. What
Oh,
can I
I
say?
Of course, yes, please, thank
I
you.
was
Good
happy
answer.
to meet Youth in the airport.
Oh.
And that's another blast from the past because
Yeah.
he was the guy who first signed me to a record deal back in '96.
Oh, nice.
And this is a real full circle moment.
Yeah.
So to arrive with youth and see youth and Gaudi together
Oh,
on
yeah.
stage, that really felt special.
Yeah,
And I think they're playing again, but there's a couple of people playing the same time that I'm playing that I won't be able to see.
Oh.
So, you know, Ott, of course, I'd like to check out.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
spent some good time with him in America, but I think we're playing at the same time. And I think Youth is also playing at the same time on another stage.
Yeah, he's doing
But,
40
yeah.
years of trance.
Yeah, that's going to be incredible. But look, I'd prefer to go with the flow and discover new things and not
Right.
go to a schedule and look for
Yeah.
specific artists, because that's when you find exciting things.
Yeah.
Stumbling into a new stage, think, oh, what's this? Look on the lineup, discover something new.
And also what I enjoy when I talk with you guys is when I hear of these collaborations that you kind of flow into at places like this, actually. So that's the most exciting thing.
Yeah.
You just
You always-
see
you
who
always-
comes together
Yeah,
in the laboratory.
that's how it works.
Yeah.
Meeting new connections, yeah.
Yes, we love to work with the people here because to be an artist is not only to be an artist, you need also the support of the right people to make it happen, you know. The
Yeah.
promoters and the one that financing this is very important because many people think it's only about them, but it's about everybody. It's like something that's going together. This is collaboration which happening, and this is what I love. This is amazing festival, yeah.
Thank you.
It's big time, and it's good. It's good to see those things happening and developing. And for me, I wish there were another even 5 stages here. Yeah, we can
Don't
make-
do that. It's lots of work.
Yeah, no,
It's just 5
I'm serious. We can put here like as the opening act, massive attack, and do stuff like that.
Yeah,
and people
yeah.
they think, oh, that cannot happen, but no, it can.
It
It can
can.
happen easily. I mean,
It
those
can.
kind of things. Yeah.
We'll see for next year what topic we
Yeah,
can
let's
get
see.
inspired
Right,
by.
we think about
And just 2 questions we would like to ask as the festival. One is, what do you think about the festivals being more than just music festivals, but also being cultural influencers? So do you think there is hope in this, or is it just, lots of flower children inherited
Flower.
bullshit?
I don't know. We have kids, so it's kind of a tricky question. I mean, people are people at the end. They survive in our world in whatever they can. In this environment, most of them, they're happy.
Yeah.
You know, they have no stress. There is no something that they need to think about. It's just like who is the next artist that they need to catch or
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
subconscious they do. So in
Yeah.
general, it's amazing environment to have people just having fun. We talk about like thousands of people here
Yeah.
that mostly it's relaxed now as far as I see. So but those kinds of events, they have time limit, and then you get back to your bubble, whichever it is. The smart move always that we forget is to try and keep it and observe it, in a way that we can like try and live it in the right
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
enjoy what we do. And most of the people, they come here and just like lose all the stress,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they're
Which
happy,
is-
and then when it finished, they'll just like get,
Yeah.
slammed
back.
down. But I mean, it can be like that all the time.
Yeah.
Not about partying, I mean just a way of life.
Yeah,
like
the way of
being
life.
positive in a way, because this is the effect of those events.
Yes.
This is the beautiful thing in the culture of psychedelic. It's very similar to the 70s music. There is nothing like that, yeah? Even it's smaller, it's affecting people by culture, fashion, and so on. And people, I mean, like outside, maybe they don't get it. It's not the EDM, it's not Nicki Minaj, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not that style, and there is something really good and positive about that. And people just need to know how to take it and keep it until the next event.
Yes. Yes.
That's it. That's how I see it.
Thanks. And you, Seb?
No, I think that's true. If you can encapsulate some of the essence of what people go through here, and it is a bit transformational. People
Yeah.
do use it as a catalyst, and
Yeah.
shedding some stress or developing new ideas. And if you can encapsulate some of that and bring it to your own life outside of a festival environment, that would be perfect.
That would be
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Let's hope for that. And last but not least, what is the most important thing you take home in your heart from O.Z.O.R.A?
That breast.
Yeah. Okay.
The community. I think.
super.
Yeah.
The communication. It's super nice to be in the when you go and at some moment in the artist area, you know, with all the artists from all over the world that we meet suddenly
Yeah.
after like so many years. I
Yes,
mean,
yes, yes.
some of us we worked together for a long time, and it's like
You grew
"Ah,
up together, basically.
20 years ago, man. We
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
we
It's
met.
really family.
It's super cool.
Wow.
It's super cool to see the people how they been progress into the scene, and you see that the vibe and energy is really nice and good, and it's something that, you know, this is the thing that stayed with you. I think this is the beautiful thing of this scene, which is like no matter what kind of music you do, people that are like, wow, good, been developing to this path and that path. We wish for more and more and more gathering like that. It'd
Yeah.
be cool. Not only one time a year. Let's do it every
Yeah,
month.
well. Thank you very much, guys, for being
Thank
here.
you very much.
Have a great time.
Yeah,
Uh,
I've got to go
as
and
much
run
as
and
it
play
like,
now.
I know, yeah. Um,
10 p.m. You
if
better
you're
be
here,
there.
catch it. If not, listen.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for holding the mic as well. Bye, guys.
Thank you.